A very good morning to all of you students. Welcome to another lecture of Essentials of Business Communication, Presentation Skills and Group Communication. In my today's lecture, I'll be focusing upon the aspects of meeting timings, venue of meeting, leading meeting, and minutes of meeting. That is, I'll be explicating you all that what is the appropriate time of conducting a meeting, how long should a particular meeting be held for, and I should also be telling you that what should be the venue of meeting. That means that where should the meeting be taken at large. Secondly, as to how are you going to lead your meeting, that is to say, how are you going to adopt the normal culture of meeting at large. And the last thing is that the minutes, that is, you can say the summary of the meeting or each and every point which is important in nature. I'll be telling you that how to write down all these things in a particular book format or in a notice or on a page. So let us begin. To begin with the concept, as to, like I have already told you in my previous lecture, that what is a meeting is when two or more people come together to discuss one or more topics, often formal or business settings, but meeting also is occur in variety of other environments. So talking about meeting is you can say it's a process wherein each and every individual is coming together to come up to a particular solution of a particular problem. Like in my previous lecture also, I have told you that meeting is all about the aspect of as to how or what are the things that are to be discussed in a meeting. I have also told you about the purpose and all. So in that, I have told you that the purpose is to give an information, to receive information, to look after solution of the problems and all. And there were various other things also. So it is a process wherein people are coming together for a particular purpose, and for that particular thing they are coming to make a solution to the problem. A meeting is a group communication in action around defined agenda at a set time and established duration. See, in simple terms we can say, like, the particular aspect of group communication, it's a group also. If you talk about a meeting is not a crowd. I have already told you that that is why we are not considering lots and lots of people in a meeting, because we want only those people who are capable, or not only capable, who are able to represent the aspects of meeting. Say for example, not everyone will know that as to what is the reason behind the downfall of sales of the company, or not everyone will be able to know that whether this person should be promoted or not. This could be made by the head itself on the basis of those meetings and all, or on the basis of the results that was be taken out by the team and all. So the concept is that it is a process, or it is a mannerism in which a particular person is going, not only person but a group of person are going to come together to a particular problem. They will solve this problem and find a feasible decision. They will take a feasible decision regarding what should be done in the near future. So meeting can be face to face, but nowadays with the advent of this pandemic, people are conducting the meeting online. They're conducting those Zoom meetings and all. They are conducting the those Google meetings and all. So this is the aspect of meeting in the changing scenario. Earlier, the concept of video conferencing and teleconferencing was there, but nowadays with the advent of this particular disease, people are much into the aspect of making the meeting online. Now, what should be the timing of meeting? To begin with an aspect, if you just have a look, if you want to, when you create a meeting in a Google Calendar or Outlook default, it's a 1 hour aspect. So say for example, if you just conduct a meeting on Zoom, and you have not actually subscribed Zoom, but you are using the free version of it. So Zoom is going to give you an approximate time of 40 minutes. Beyond 40 minutes, Zoom is going to ask you to have the payment. So the concept is that 40 minutes is an appropriate time which was being fixed by Zoom. Not only Zoom, but it is said that 40 minutes is an appropriate time to conduct a proper kind of a significant meeting where each and every point will be discussed, and it can be made for the further references also. But Google Meet or Google Calendar, what they have done, they have fixed the time hour of 1 hour. That is to say, after 1 hour, the things are going to become much more lengthy in nature. That is why it is said that if you're going to have a meeting for 1 hour, that is sufficient enough. And remember, students, in the corporate scenario, if you look at the corporate scenario, or if you look at the business world and all, 1 hour meeting is a sufficient amount of meeting, and after that 1 hour, they actually call for a break, and then they start over with, with other aspects. So if the meeting is long enough, you can say 2 to 3 hour meeting, just like taking a decision on any kind of matter, or any kind of subject and all. So they will be breaking the meeting into parts. So let us have a look at what is that meeting consumption and all. Attention level drop quickly if the meeting takes longer. Now, I would just like to tell you that the people, or we humans, have a tendency, and a very skeptical type of tendency. Oh, it's a meeting. How will I attend it? Okay, then meeting is of say it's a board meeting. Oh, I know that it's a board meeting. It is going to take more than 40 minutes and all. Let me just reconcile myself and let me relax as to then I'm going to go over there, so that I may not sleep. So the problem with the human, or problem with us, not only with single person, but every one of us have in this particular problem, that 0 to 15 minutes meeting. If the meeting is from say 5 minutes to 15 minutes meeting, I will not mention the zero aspect of it. You can take it to 5 minutes also. So 5 minutes to 15 minutes, people will be attentive. 91% people will be attentive during first 15 minutes. You can say 5 minutes meeting or 15 minutes meeting, people are very attentive, and they will listen to you, just engrossed in your words. Then 15 to 30 minutes, the next 15 minutes, that means starting from 15 minutes and then ranging through 30 minutes, it will tip down to 84. Then from 30 to again 15 minutes, that is making it 45, 73%. And 45 minutes and plus, if the meeting is 45 minutes and plus, and you are taking a people of say 100 people, or you're just taking a meeting of say 71 or 72 persons and all. So out of these, only 64%. That means you can imagine the quantum of the people who are attentive. The people will be more attentive if the time is very less. Just like you people are very, you will be just engrossed, and you will be thrilled if the lecture becomes of 30 minutes and of 15 minutes also. And once it gets to a quantum of say 1 hour and all, you will feel that as if we are just imposing something on you. No, the aspect is that. And the same case is for meeting also. So meeting means it has to be crisp, it has to be of a particular time period. You cannot say that I'm going to have a meeting of 1 hour. 1 hour meeting, it means that you are discussing something of particular worth. Like a lecture, a complete theory lecture can range from 1 hour meeting to can range from say 45 minutes to 1 hour. But if you just talk for your practical subjects and all, where you will be given a sum and all, and then the discussions we made, they can be shifted from 45 to say 30 or 45, ranging from these angles. So the concept behind this thing is that appropriate amount of time should be allocated towards the kinds of meeting, as I've already told you in my previous lectures. So, what should be the time, meeting time? It can be challenging to schedule meeting at times of work for everyone. Here are few tips to keep in mind while scheduling a meeting and sending the meeting invitations. See, the concept is that if people are coming to work, they are coming to work and they are not coming for attending a meeting. But say, for instance, you want to that a particular software is being uploaded in your particular company and all, and you want to make it introduced to the people at large. So your purpose will be now that I am going to schedule a meeting. Now people are working. How will you do? There are particularly normal culture, or there's a rules to which you have to go through. Only then, if you fix the meeting as per the time limit, the things will work accordingly. Provide detail, that is what the meeting is all about. See, The concept is that if you are having an agenda, only then conduct a meeting. Otherwise, you can also write a circular and distribute it, or you can put it on a notice board. But the concept is that you have to provide each and every detail, not each and every detail, just a detailed format of as to what you are going to discuss in your meeting. Say, for example, the promotional criteria, the salary hikes, the updating of softwares. It could be anything. Communicate value. What will participant gain from the meeting? That means after the meeting is held, what will be the result? It should also be communicated. That means, say for example, if you are telling that a particular software is being updated in your organization, so you will be telling that this particular software is going to work upon your CRM activities and is going to tell you that how efficient you are, and that is going to be the promotional criteria of yours. So this will actually associate to the value from which a person is going to associate towards the meeting, or a person will be feeling that okay, this is what I'm going to get after the meeting. Determine the meeting type. Remember, will it be in person or in a conference hall or a video chat? You have to determine that what type of meeting it will be, whether it will be a teleconference meeting, whether it will be a Zoom meeting, whether it will be in a conference hall, or whether it will be made a single person presentation or a single person talk. Consider all time zones. See, you have to remember where you are actually situated. So the concept is that when you are considering a time zone, remember that the time zone should be in appropriate manner, and the zone of time should be taken into consideration so that the meeting can be made accordingly on various states or according to the various timelines. Find the best time. Which date and which time will choose you. So the concept behind this statement is that you have to choose the best time. See, if you are going to conduct a meeting at say 10 a.m. in the morning, and because 10 a.m. people will start their work, they will start just warming up into the work and all. If you're going to start the meeting after 2, it will be just the lunch hours. So lunch after lunch hour, people will be feeling just lazy and all. They won't be listening to you all. So what will be the best time? The best time could be you can go at 3. You can also go if say for example if people are coming. The moment they come, you can declare that at 9:30 we are going to have a meeting. So this is the time when people are all set. They are about to take out their desk and all, and that they're about to they take things and leads and all. And the sooner they receive this information that at 9:30 I'm going to have this meeting, they will be prepared for it. That okay, I just enter into my seat, I will take out my things and go into my conference hall, or will switch on my laptop for Zoom meeting and all. So the concept is that appropriate time and the timelines should be taken into consideration before make a meeting, because the meeting is one of the most essential, one of the most important aspects of your organization. And if their time aspect, just like it is said that time and tide waits for none, in the similar manner, if you are not considering the timelines or not considering the time aspect in your meeting, it can go far stretched also, and people won't be able to connect to it. So the concept behind is that you have to find the best time. What should be the meeting time? So making all your meeting 5 minutes shorter. Many of us experience back-to-back meeting. Usually meeting start late because people have excuse that they have come from various reasons. Sorry, that is not acceptable. Excuse you are not accept for your colleagues either. So the concept is that you have to make your meeting 5 minutes short. Say for example, if you want to conduct a meeting at 9:30, so you have to be there by 9:25, and after having being there after 9:25, you have to start at sharp 9:30. You cannot say I'm going to start at 9:35 or 9:40 or 9 something like that, because in this manner the meeting will go in a prolonged way. So you have to understand the urgency of time. In my previous slide I've told you the time and tide waits for none. In the similar manner, just like the tide do not waits for anyone, the time will also not wait for you. So if you have missed that particular time zone, it won't be coming back to you, and the chances will be that people who were not equipped in that particular time zone, they are now equipped. That means, say for instance, you want to conduct a meeting at 9:30, and the sales representatives or the sales executives have been there for from 9:25 to 9:30, and they were waiting for you, and you came late, and then you are saying that okay, you have to wait for say another five minutes or 10 minutes. So people who are actually into sales activities or into those HR activities and all, they do not have time. They do not have time to spare. And similarly for the finance also, they don't have time to spare. And nobody in general also have time to spare for you. So people won't be waiting for you in the meeting. You have to be there by time and start it in your time limits only. So you cannot say that sorry, I was not able to attend the meeting, or I was just short of meeting because of this particular reason. In a meeting, it should be professional and time bound, and it should be logical in sense. So to say your meeting will now be at 25 or 55 minutes instead of 30 to 60 minutes. So the concept is that if and the second aspect which I would like to say, you have to bring down your meeting 5 minutes shorter. Say for example, if you want to conduct meeting of 1 hour, so 1 hour meeting is not at all appropriate for you. People will feel just too much too agitated. They will feel like just running away from the meeting hall and all. So it's better to wind up at say 55 minutes. Meeting can be there, and 5 minutes discussion will be good for you if you want to conduct a 1 hour meeting, and it is compulsory to conduct 1 hour meeting. So 55 minutes for the meeting and 5 minutes for the discussions can be a suitable one, or you can do the other way around, 40 minutes and 20 minutes, whichever things suits you better. So the concept is that you have to take out 5 minutes and 5 minutes lag out of the main meeting aspects. A 25-minute meeting with a mindset of getting decision more quickly and efficient. Well planned 25 minutes meeting has potential to achieve a lot. A short meeting like this, for which an agenda with topics will be discussed during the meeting, has been circulated in advance and clear up different project issues and questions quickly. See, if you are conducting a meeting, remember, if you are conducting a meeting of say half an hour and you want a particular feasible solution to your problem, so half an hour meeting won't be giving you the things, and 25 minutes meeting can give you and can provide you with a particular feasible solution. So the concept behind this particular meeting is that you have to have a meeting of 25 minutes, because in that 25 minutes people will actually think over each and every angle. They will come up to the feasible solutions, and you can have the better ideas. 1 hour meeting lasting for 55 minutes. An hour meeting might be appropriate for the topic that requires great depth of discussion. For example, the annual review is an example of meeting that might require an hour discussion, as there need to be in depth regarding the employee has been doing and what it want to achieve and how long they have worked. See, students, the concept is that, like I've told you, that 1 hour class is also there, and 1 hour class is only being there for the subjects which are of too much to dicey and too much to skeptical in nature. And in the similar manner, when the discussion has to be made on a particular topic in depth, say for example, you are discussing something about the profitability index, or how you're going to achieve your targets, or how you're going to say penetrate into the market, or the pricing policies of the company and all. So these things requires a decisions, and the decisions can be taken not in 30 minutes, not in 25 minutes, but it requires a discussion of 55 minutes, and after that 55 minutes, the discussion of 5 minutes for the overall review and all, so that the things may boil down to a particular solution. So the problem is that people do not understand this particular psyche, that if 1 hour meeting is there, they will continue for one full hour discussion, and then after 10 minutes discussion for the open course and all. So this should not be there. 55 minutes should be the discussion, and 5 minutes should be kept on for the discussion at large, so that the thing can be made possible for people also. A meeting of more than 1 hour. Try to avoid meeting for that lasts for more than 1 hour. In most of the cases, the meeting that has too long are sufficient, are or not sufficiently being affected time. An example may be a quarterly board meeting where project manager or with the developers of the project business analysis may need to have the depth functionalities. So there are some kind of meeting that can stretch from 1 hour to 1.5 hours also. And these are those meetings that are being made by those business analysts or by those project managers who are actually working on the project and telling you that what are you doing now and how the particular market is going to behave in the near future. See, pricing policies, objectivities, aims, modulation in the rules and regulations. Modulation in the rules and regulations can be done in 30 minutes also. But those pricing policies have to be done in this 5 minutes. Similarly, if the particular project manager is there and is discussing something for the future aspect of the company, that has to be taken for 1 hour 30 minutes. And no doubt that in this 1 hour 30 minutes, if you're going to give a break of say 5 minutes also, the things would be giving up feasible solutions. So the problem is that you have to understand the urgency and the logicity about the particular time limits. What should be the meeting time and all? Uh, if you are if you have a meeting that is longer than an hour, make sure that it includes break. Above, we are showing that 45 minutes you have lost almost half of the attendees. Take a break and give everyone opportunity to check at the mail and resume after 5 to 10 minutes. So the concept is that, say for example, this meeting, hi guys, I'm sorry to be late. That means that this is actually a meeting where the people are waiting for you for half an hour, and now everyone is about to leave and they are just busy with their own works and all, and then you are coming. See, first of all, you have to be there in time. Secondly, if like in my previous slide also I've told you that you have to give a particular time aspect, a time zone differentiation. You can say that, okay gentlemen, we are going to or okay people, we are going to meet after 5 minutes. You can have a break of 5 minutes, and in that particular 5 to 10 minutes, people can check their mails. They can check their particular for the next topic and all. So they will be getting some time to breathe. In meeting, you have to break your meeting to 5 to 10 minutes break, so that the people can actually absorb the things that you are telling. Meeting that lasts for day longer. In almost cases, meeting that lasts a day longer or far long, participant will not be able to stay engaged and close. After all, remember, 15 minutes drop off an engagement. All full day meeting or a longer will lead to this bunch of tired people and lost interest. Instead, get it organized, structured, and planned meeting. In case at times you need to have long meetings, for example, distributing of teams come together for the annual gathering and all. In such cases, discuss can be made possible when your team discussion actually takes place for 2 to 3 days. Solution for these can take longer together on topics. Try to make out those meetings that are shorter possible. It's okay if people during those days are summed down so they can attend the ongoing meetings and chat with their colleagues. So the concept is that sometime it happens that an annual board discussion meeting, or you can say people from various zones, from south zone, from north zone, from east zone, or from west zone, are coming together with their own opinion and with their own thought, and they're giving their own preview that what is the condition of the company in their particular zones. So this thing won't be taking 30 minutes discussion, or say 50 minutes or 55 minutes discussion, or you can say 1.5 hour discussion also. It won't be over in this particular time frame. It will take a day or two. Day or two means it will take a time of say 1 day also, say 2 day also. So the concept behind this thing, people will be just bogged off and they will feel just as to run away from the meeting, and they can't take it more than 30 minutes and 40 minutes. So the concept behind this, say every human being has a particular level of patience. After 15 minutes, just like I have told you in my previous few slides, that every 15 minutes people are tipping. So the concept is that you have to remember that this 15 minutes time lag should be there in your meetings and also. So the concept is that if you are conducting a long meeting, break it into days and break it into a logical sequence in such a manner that all people are not that those people who are not there in the previous meeting, they will join in the second half, or they join the third half also. Divide it into halves, divide into halves of say 45 minutes, or say 1 hour 30 minutes, or 1 hour or 2 hour 30 minutes, so that the people, those who were coming late, or those who are coming from different zones and all, they can chat among themselves, they can give their own opinions also, and at the same time they can provide the logical sequences, so that the people may not feel that it is a long meeting and going on and on and on. So long meeting can be broken down into phases of say 2 to 3 hours and all. Now there is an aspect of a painless approach to schedule meeting across time zones. So this is the thing which I would like to say, that colleagues who live far apart still work together quite time. 56% respondents made the survey that the time zone should be, a rule of thumb should be 2 p.m. Eastern time. So 2 p.m. is a time that can be maintained as for the perfect time zones, so that people can have their meeting at large. I have told you that what is an appropriate time. I told you 3, but the concept is also that if you're going to conduct a meeting at 2, just say you can have the meeting at 2. People will be feeling much more contented toward these time zones. Grade 2 for meeting and all, and fails in record to meetings. Now let us come. So what was this slide about? This slide was all about the time zones, and I told you that USS rule of thumb is 2 p.m. So you can also adopt this particular thing. And great tool for international meeting is that if you're conducting an international meeting, you have to have knowledge about World Time Buddy. And World Time Buddy is something which is absolutely free, and is going to tell you that which time is going to be fit for your particular time of meeting. And when all else fails, record your online meeting. And when everything is going to fail, that means that this scheduling of rule thumb of 2 p.m. is going to fail, and this World Time Buddy will also fail. Then you have to adopt one thing, that record your meeting, and then you can just circulate it among the people, and they can give their own reviews afterwards. Venue of meeting. Now the one of the most essential and one of the most complicated things also is the venue of meeting. Now have a look at this particular beautiful picture. This particular picture is going to show a very beautiful place where a meeting is conducted. Now, if you're conducting a meeting in this open scenario, the mind and the conceptualization of the thoughts will become open, and it will be much more free and easy. So, the best thing is that you have to choose the venue for deciding upon the meeting. Most of the time, it is said that the meeting can be conducted on your say Zoom meeting and all, but because of this pandemic, we are conducting the meeting at Zoom and all, where people are sitting at their home and then they are talking. But it would be better if we are talking about the offline meetings and all, say after the situation gets well and all, and when the things will become normal, the venue of the meeting should be in such a manner that it should be proper, and at the same time location should be such that it should be making people comfortable. Earlier also, the meetings, or you can say the venue of the meeting should be decided on the basis of your few aspects that I'm going to tell you. The very first aspect is the aspect of location. Location is one of the most important factors of deciding a particular meeting. Choose somewhere that is convenient for all your attendees, with easy transport and free parking aspects. Don't underestimate the importance of outdoor space as well. So the concept is that, remember, students, that if you are conducting a meeting, you have to conduct a meeting in an open place, so that a particular person can actually vent out its thought. If you are conducting a meeting in a closed 12 by 12 room, people will feel just agitated. At one time and one point of time, the discussions will get heated up, And many a times it has happened just because of, say, combustion and all, or because of those kind of hot issues and all, people will actually leave the meeting. And location is going to make people much more calm. In my next few slides, I will also be showing you some more pictures of this particular venue, that how people are adopting to the venue culture and all. So location should be such where the people can be made easily accessible. They can easily go over there. Say for example, if you are conducting a meeting in such a place where the accessibility or the transportation facility is not appropriate, and they are not able to give their own aspects, so time will be in such a manner that people will not be going over there. So the thing is that location should be in such a manner that location should be apt and should be logical. Budget. See, the concept behind this particular budget aspect is that if you are making a particular meeting, the budget should be that it should stick to avoid being tempted more expensive venues that is out of your limit. On same note, take care of opting for cheaper venues, as you may compromise in service and stung hidden cost after meeting takes place. A good indication of quality is if venue is recently won industry awards. So the concept is that if you are conducting a meeting, you should also keep in mind that budget thing should be taken into consideration. Because the thing is that after the meeting gets over, when everything is going to get normal and back in position, and when actually bill of that meeting going to come at your desk, you will feel very bogged off that how can the budget cross this particular limit. So the thing is that you have to choose a pocket friendly venue, that where everyone can accommodate, and the condition or the service which people are being provided over there, they can be of apt and of a use. Facilities and services. Benefits you can expect as a part of a package, including your main meeting room, syndicate rooms, meeting equipments, technologies, stationaries, refreshments, creative meeting toolkits. If your delegates are traveling from some distance, accommodation can venue provide it. So the aspect is that facilities should include all the things. Let's say, for example, if your particular meeting is going to invite some foreign delegates, so foreign delegates are looking for something which is comfortable and which is technologically friendly. And in particular place of yours, if they are coming for a particular meeting, they will be looking for something good in your accommodation aspect. So the accommodation should be good and all. Then at the second time, thing should be that stationary refreshments, or those glass of water, or those files that are being kept, it should be properly sorted on. So the thing is that facility and service is going to include that just at their particular call or at their particular bell, people are ready to provide the service, because this is the thing which is being most sorted for, and this is to be taken into considerations. Space. Yes, students, space counts a lot. Say for example, in this particular closed room, and this is a particular closed room, this kind of a space is not at all appropriate. A space of, say, this kind or a space of this kind will make the space aspect much more clear. So if you are conducting a meeting for a very large event, you have to offer ample amount of space to get moved. See, the concept is that in meeting you will also be affixing a particular projector. So just by affixing that particular projector, are your table is your table being equipped with too many things, or is it being enlightened in such a manner that people are not able to move in the particular time zones and all, not the time zone but into their proximity and all. So the thing is that space should be proper and at the same time movable in aspects. Response times. When you found that the conference center you like, pay attention to how quickly venue sales. So the thing is that you have to check for the responses. That means that uh, often at times it is seen that people are not into the aspect of taking meeting at large. So response should be given at that particular time only that this particular thing is good and you can go for it. Site visits. If you decide to visit a site, here are few things which you have to keep in mind. Now, the problem is that you have to keep in mind few of the things before visiting a site. See, site visit is of utmost importance, and the concept behind this particular Vino meeting, that is to visit a site, is that you have to check that whether all the things are proper or not. So for that, you have to check the following things: the welcome you receive from the reception to your sales representatives, it is likely you delegates and all. So that means you have to check for the welcome facility, that as to what or in what which manner are going to be or your guest will being welcomed and all. Then the venue should be clean and tidy and well kept. It should not be that the plants are dried or the stationaries are being covered with a pile of dust and all. The car parking should be there, and if it is full, it should be free. So the concept is that people are coming with their big cars, with their small cars, and with some of the delegates are also going to come with their stretch limos and all. So is your car parking space is going to have that particular aspect of taking those stretch limos into them? Can you eat there if possible? Meet the chef, sample your food, and discuss the possible menu choices. This is one of the most interesting aspect also, that most of the meeting are being criticized just because that the quality stuff which was being provided during the lunch hours, or you can say the snack which was being provided in the lunch hours and all, was not appropriate. I remember a particular example, and I would like to cite in front of you all that in one of the meeting when I was discussing, I was having many of my foreign delegates also. So over there, they were not being too much to accommodate with the Indian cuisine, and they were typically they see every particular culture have their typical taste. In India, we never used to mix those kind of pepper into each and everything, but they are much more familiar with those pepper taste and all. So at the end of the meeting, one of the particular Japanese colleague of mine said that the meeting was far more great, Mr. Gupta. But the concept was that the snack which I just received, the pepper was little bit sour, or you can say if it would have been much more there, things would be better. So the thing is that you have to keep it very logical, that what you are giving for eating in a meeting should be according to the taste of people who are actually coming into the meeting. How do you staff behave? They should be warm, friendly, and welcoming. See, the very first thing is that we all belong to the country like India, and in country like India, we believe in the concept of Atiti Deva Bhava. So the concept should be of that when you are saying namaste, you should have a smile onto your face. It should not be saying namaste. It should be just not be straight and all. So the concept is that the smile should be there. The star should be well behaved and all, so that the things can be becoming they can become much more normal. Do training and conference facilities meet your needs? So the thing is that say for example, if a particular meeting is being conducted in a conference hall, so in a conference hall, does that particular conference hall have those LEDs and all? Does the particular system or the particular software is there, which is welcoming and welcome speech and all? So everything should be up to the mark and up to your particular needs. Is there outside space that can be utilized for break sessions also? Now, what is this outside space? Outside space means, say for example, just after the discussion, is the meeting or the people who want to just move out. See, many of us are into a habit of those smoking and all, and people smoke quite an often, and they want a particular free space. They want smoking zones. So you have to provide. See, this is the culture which we have to believe that if you're going to have the people from alien countries, they are much into having those kind of things like smoking and all. So are you going to provide those smoking zones where they can actually smoke and all, and after that they can come back and have those kind of say those refresher and then coming back to the meeting and all. So the thing is that there should be a free space also where the break sessions can be held. So how to choose the venue for a corporate event or meeting? The 12 things you have to consider. See, students, you have to consider 12 things in order to choose a particular venue of the meeting. That is, what to include, space layout, location, I have already told you, services and amenities, atmosphere should be kept, food and beverages, audiovisual technicals, restrictions, lodging, staffings, branding, and environment. So, with the help of these 12 things, you will be able to actually come to a conclusion that this is the thing which I am looking for my vendor. And when once you are yourself being convinced, see these 12 things, like say, if I just go one more time with you all, that is what is to be included. That means the chairs and the fixtures and all, space, I've already told you, location, accessibilities, service and amenities, atmosphere should be good and friendly enough. Food and beverages, I told you about food and all, giving an example of Japanese and all. Audiovisual techniques, that means that whether those you can say those projectors and all are up to the mark and all. Those restrictions means that you cannot go over there, you cannot go over there. If are there any kind of restriction to be followed and all? Lodging accommodations, staffings, then branding and signage. Branding means that you have to reflect that which particular brand do you believe. See, the concept is that, say, for example, if a particular person is from, say, Tata Groups. Now, Tata Groups is not going to have their meeting in a general conference room. They can go for the kind of things like they can go for Taj also, they can go for Oberoi Sheraton also, but they will look for something much more grandeur in nature. So you have to reflect your brand. The environment should be friendly. Leading meeting. Now, the concept which I would like to explicate in the next aspect, in the next few slides of mine, is the aspect of leading a meeting. See, when you are leading a meeting, lead it in a particular manner. State the objective clearly. Now, when you are talking about the promotion criteria of an individual, remember that you should be particularly precise enough talking about the promotion only. You should not discuss about what he has done and how he has benefited. See, this is the thing which is going to actually form the basis. But talking about his personal life, that say, for example, in my previous lecture also I've given you this example quite often, that if Nick Jones is in a particular conditions, that his family life is disturbed and he is being managing his particular people well, and still is working for the upliftment of the company. So this can be a criteria for his promotion, or the working ability, the nature, the tendency to deal with the clients. Is this the promotion criteria? So you have to be pretty much clear about your objective, what you actually want to discuss. Respect the rituals of recurring meeting. See, once you have established the protocol of the meeting type, you can quickly dive in the real issues rather than wasting time on orienting everyone. For a following routine does not mean equal time allotted to the topics every week. So the concept is that once you have told that the meeting is about the promotion, next time when you meet, it should not be the meeting is about promotion of Nick Jones. No, it should be just that you are discussing the elements and what you have discussed till now. Ask for input a day ahead. See, if you want that a particular thing should be discussed and that should be discussed in a day ahead, so you should ask for it beforehand only. This what I mean to actually say is that if you want a review from someone that whether it should be promoted or not, so you should be keeping this particular aspect in mind, that this question should be made a way ahead or discussed a way before, so that the things can be made in a logical sequence and all. Plan and structure the flexibility. See, you have to plan your meeting. You have to be flexible. No sooner you see that people are being too much too skeptical and they are feeling just bored and all. Remember to be flexible enough and change the dimension of the meeting. You are the leader, so try leading. See, If you are discussing something, say for example, this particular lady is discussing something, so she is behaving like a boss. Behaving like a boss doesn't mean that you're going to become a boss. A boss is going to sit in front of you, and if you are the sales executive, or if you're discussing something very interesting and all, so you have to be very very logical. And remember, when once you have started the concept of leading, you have to lead it, and you have to continue your leading aspects. Don't end prematurely. See, uh, yeah, we almost solved world hunger, but Bill has 11, so let pack it up. See, the concept behind this particular topic of mine is that, say, one of my particular colleague, Bill, or you can take any of the name, but whichever suits you. He is in a hurry, and he is continuously looking at his watch, or it is looking or he or she is looking at his mobile and all, and he wants that he or she wants that the meeting should end. So you are not going to say that, though I was about to say something more onto the promotional aspect of Nick Jones, but since Bill wants to go, and since he's continuously looking at his watch and all, so you cannot, you see, you have to behave like a mature person, because in meeting you are not discussing in front of your, say, peers and all. You are discussing among the professionals, so be professional in nature. Don't try to please everyone. See, in meeting you are not going to please, you are not there to please everyone, that everyone should be convinced. See, the concept is that it might happen that even the boss of the company is not being convinced with you. So you are not there to please anyone. You are only there to give your own personal opinion. So you are giving, when you are giving a personal opinion, you have to be much more logical and convincing. But convincing doesn't mean that you're going to plead. There should be a difference between pleading and convincing. When you're convincing, put your thought vehemently, and then make the things forward, rather than pleading in front of someone. Minutes of the meeting. This is one of the most essential thing that should be taken into consideration, that when you are writing something about meeting, and when you are actually writing that what should be included in meeting and all, or how the meeting actually took place. So the format of meeting should be that, name of the company on the top left page of it, date on the top right, topic, after two return keys, then I just made this thing. Say for example, if you are using your Word document and all, so after tapping your two return keys, then you just centrally align your particular thing, and after write the name and designation in two column table. Then absentees, that means the name, roles, and the reasons of absentees, that why they were being absent and all. Just this thing has been already been shown to you in this particular figure also. Agenda behind the topic, that means that what is being discussed at large. Issues raised, that means that what people have discussed and what they should be discussing. Suggestions, you have to write the suggestions also, that what were the suggestions being made. Design, task list, and future meeting, that means that whether in the end, and on the last line, you will be including that future meetings can be there or not. Are you going to have those future meeting or not? So following are some of the steps by step by hint, by which you're going to write a meeting. You have to develop an agenda. See, when you are making a particular minute of the meeting, say for example, you're writing that, the meeting is all about the promotion of Nick Jones. So the agenda of the meeting should be promotion of Nick Jones. This is the agenda, and this agenda will continue until and unless the promotion criteria has been discussed, and whether the future meeting will be made about this thing or not. It is being also to be mentioned in your developing an agenda. Then follow a template and from former minute taken. So the concept is that you have to follow the template. That means that once you have adopted a particular style of writing, a one particular font of writing, you have to maintain that template only. You cannot change your template and say, okay, one time I'm using my Times Roman, then the next I'm going to use my calligraphies and all. Don't do this thing. Record attendance. See, attendance, or those who are actually attending the meeting, you have to make a particular column, the person who are present into this, the absentees also, and the reason why they are absent, so that the people who are going to look after, or who are going to look at future meetings, they can analyze that this is the reason that this particular person was absent, and this was the reason that he was present. Name and conventions, that means the name of the person, that this, just like in this particular thing, what and what not to include depending upon the meeting. That means that, see, there are certain points which you have to include. Remember, you have to include only those things which are relevant. Don't include each and every point that this time he woke up and then he took up the key, and then he just took up the cup and then sip a particular tea, and then he discussed upon the aspect of promotion. No, you do not have to mention each and every point. You have to mention the point and the guidelines that that particular person has discussed. Maintain the neutral tone. You have to be neutral. That means that you cannot say that you have to add something extra to your particular notes and all. Record the words. See, if a particular words are being there, you have to record that also. Para down, that means you have to para down your particular thing so that the para can be made large. Proofread with care. You have to see, proofreading means that you have to take a proper note of proofreading. If you're not going to proofread, the things will become disrupted. Distribute broadly. File meticulously. You have to file your particular minute. Now let's make a quick recap of what we have done. We have done about the meeting, what should be there in meeting. We have to take about the meeting across the zones, a venue of meeting, 12 things. I have told you about 12 things which you must include in your venue and all. Leading meeting I have told you. Then the minutes I have also discussed about the minutes of the meetings. So this was all about the aspects of meeting and venue of meeting. I hope that my students are now much pretty clear about the aspect of meeting, and they are much more into as to how they will be conducting their future meetings. So the concept behind this today's lecture was that we all are into the professional world. Now, when we are into the professional world, we have to believe that you will be conducting a meeting. Meetings should be in random, and it should be logical. It is a discussion, but remember, it is a discussion which is going to involve people. It is not involving crowd. And I'm pretty much sure that my students are now much more clear with the aspect as to how they will be going for their meetings. If still any of the doubts is being there in your mind, and you're not able to grasp any of the statement or any of my words, so you can come to me in my cubicle. You can write me in my mail. You can also use your WhatsApp. You can write me on the WhatsApp. But be pretty much sure that the meeting which you are conducting should form this particular nomenclature. Until my next lecture, thank you.